What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Surfing the Dark Web in 2020. Every time I'm about to start one of these videos, I get a notification that someone's at my front door. If you want to watch episodes 1 through 8, I'll leave a playlist down in the description below. You can click that, all the episodes will be there. And also subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Looking at the analytics, it shows that 60% of people who watch my content are not subscribed to the channel. It could be a whole lot of factors. Either they just forget, or they don't have an account, or whatever it may be. If you guys want to just take a second out of your day and smash that subscribe button down below, it would mean the absolute world to me. That being said, let's hop straight into these conversations. All right, so here we are with the first conversation right here. And I just want to put a quick little disclaimer that these conversations were recorded over the course of a couple of days, because for those who don't know, chatting with people can be a huge hit or miss. It's usually a miss, like 90% miss. But occasionally you get those gem content-worthy conversations. And here we are with some of them. So that being said, let's jump into the first one. So that being said, I said hello, and they said, how is it going? I said, oh, it's going. Just wondering if I could ask you a question. They said, yeah, no problem, shoot. I asked, okay, have you ever purchased anything on the dark web? If so, what's the craziest thing you've ever purchased? This question came from my good friend Gil in my Discord. So real quick, all the big main questions asked in today's videos, those questions came from my patrons in my Discord channel. If you want to join that, the link is down in the description below on my Patreon. You get access to my Discord, uncensored videos, and so much more. So he said, this sounds like something a police officer would ask. Ha ha ha, JK. And then, yeah. He said, well, I purchased 2 pygmy marmosets on this exotic animal site. Now, real quick, I just want to say, I had no idea what these things were, but I'll show you in a second. And then he said, had to pick them up a couple hours away from my house, but it was so worth it. They are illegal in my country. So I looked into these, right? I'm gonna pull them up right here. So these are pygmy marmosets. They are extremely tiny. They're ridiculously adorable. Look at that. That one right there is on a finger. Like, that's so tiny. But obviously these animals are probably meant to be living in the wild. They're not meant to be in like a living house environment. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a zoologist. I don't even know if that's the correct term. But yeah, that he got 2 of those on the dark web apparently. I said, oh, holy shit, they're so cute. Then I said, I'm gonna be honest, I expected a much darker answer, haha. It's good to know there's some somewhat normal people on here. He said, thank you, right? And I was like, oh wow, this is a genuinely solid conversation. I was like, okay, I'm gonna use this conversation to show people that there are normal people on the dark web. Dark web isn't full of just the evilest and scariest things you could think of, right? Boy, was I wrong. He said, thank you. And then he said, oh, I'm definitely not normal. I also buy, real quick, I'm going to use the term corn for this. It's 1 letter off, but I'm going to say corn. So work with me here. Context clues. That being said, he said, I'm definitely not normal. I also buy corn on the dark web. An absolute ridiculous amount of corn. And then he says, probably 30 terabytes worth so far. 30 terabytes of corn. Holy. Hold up. Let me check something quick. Okay, so I'm reading right here, and it says, there are 1,024 gigabytes and 1 terabyte. Right now, terabytes are the most common unit of measurement when talking about regular hard drive sizes. Some real-world examples. This is crazy. 1 terabyte equals 200,000 5-minute songs, 310,000 pictures, or 500 hours worth of movies. 10 terabytes is the amount of data produced by the Hubble Space Telescope per year. 24 terabytes is the amount of video data uploaded to YouTube per day in 2016. Holy shit. 30 terabytes of corn. You freak. And then he said, I just like to play with my pygmy marmosets in my spare time. And then I said, this is the part of the night where I go bleach my eyeballs and try to forget about this convo. He said, it was a pleasure speaking to you, my friend. Take care. And then he left the chat. So that was conversation number 1. I guess you can say it's quite eventful. Oh my God. Okay, so the second conversation consists of a very heartbreaking convo between a husband, his wife, his neighbor, and his neighbor's son. Okay, well, he said hi, and I said howdy. He said, what's up? And I said, nothing, just asking people questions. Can I ask you one, please? He said, sure, haha. And I said, what is the worst thing you have done on the dark web? He said, haha, this is a tough one, but number 1 would definitely have to be paying and hiring a person to kill my neighbor. I'm going to, blur and beep things out, but you'll get the drift. And I said, what? Why your neighbor? He said, he slept with my wife and his son slept with my daughter. This still blows my mind to this day, but that being said, say it with me, guys. His wife belongs to the what? The streets. The streets. I said, that blows, man, but it's not your neighbor's fault. Let's be honest here. Because, okay, let's talk about this real quick because I actually do want to cover this. I see this all the time on social media or whatever. A guy comes home to his wife sleeping with another man. Instead of him being upset at his girl, he'll be upset at the guy. And it's kind of like, it's kind of not his fault. Maybe he didn't know. And even if he did know, isn't it kind of her fault? I'm just venting here. I don't know. But I said, that sucks though. Like your daughter too. That's just salt to the wound. Haha. And then I said, do you feel guilty for doing it? And shout out Lexi for asking both part 1 and part 2 to this question. And then he said, no, because it didn't work. The only thing I regret is actually thinking it was a real service. This is when I was like, damn, this guy cannot win, guys. His wife, his daughter, and then the payment that he sent to take care of his neighbor. Now, if you don't know, these payments cost a lot of money. Like I'm talking thousands of dollars. This guy didn't take 1 L, didn't take 2 L's, but 3 L's. And then I said, I actually kind of feel bad for you. And he said, yup, life sucks, man, and then left the chat. All right, then. That's a crazy one. All right, well, if you guys thought that last conversation was dark, wait till you hear this one. So I said, hey. He said, hi. Shout out to Joe for this question. Now, I just want to take a second. And the question Joe wanted me to ask was, what went wrong in your life that turned you to the dark web? Now, Joe, if you didn't know, bro, my whole channel is based on the dark web. So that one hit home, bro. I said, no offense, LOL. He said, LOL, you have a couple of minutes to spare. It's a long story. And I was like, well, I have nowhere to be, so let it out. And it took him quite some time, 12 minutes, that he responded. He said, okay, here we go. This is where it gets crazy. So he says, when I was 6 years old, my family's house was invaded and my parents and 2 sisters were killed. So right off the bat, this starts out with some crazy backstory of this person when they were 6 years old, right? Yeah, but it gets crazier. It says, my mother hid me in the dryer when she heard shots from upstairs. Then my grandparents took care of me until I was 11 years old. They died together of carbon monoxide poisoning in the garage. At this point, I was like, this guy has got to be the unluckiest person in the world. Like, that's crazy. Then he said, none of my other relatives want anything to do with me. They called me the devil and said everything happened because of me. This is the only place I feel accepted, especially since I really can't do anything else regardless. So this blew my mind, but then at the same time it confused me because he said all of that, and then at the end he said, especially since I really can't do anything else regardless. So I said, I'm sorry you went through all that, but then I said, what did you mean by you can't do anything else regardless? He said, I'm wanted where I live. And I said, wanted for what? He said, once I was old enough, I got rid of all my relatives who spoke wrong about me. Smiley face. And I said, well, what did you do to him? And he said, smiley face. Oh, nothing. Growing up, all I was called was a murderer and devil and so many names that I decided to just grow up and become what everyone thought I was anyways. So that's what went wrong in my life. Why are you on the dark web? What went wrong in your life? So now he just completely flipped it on me. And I don't know if he expected like some dark answer or whatever. And I just said, honestly, nothing. I'm just filming a YouTube video and conversations like these. And then he said, you little shit, and left the chat. Oh, every time I mention YouTube, they just leave every single time. Every single time. Before I get into this next conversation, I just want to say, this one wasn't like a question one. This one was just ridiculously weird. And I kind of wanted to just put this in here just to show you how weird some people can be. So, a random was found say hi. I said hi. They said, I am bi, 26 years old, 5'9" man. I am 6.5 by 3.5. My body is yours. You can do whatever you want to my body. Would you like pictures of what you will be working with? Now, when I saw this, I had no idea how to react. So I just straight up said, okay, nice to meet you too. Oh my God. Could you imagine, bro? Could you imagine you're at a bar, right? You're at the bar ordering a drink. Some dude comes up to you and he's like, I'm a 27-year-old, 6'11" man. I'm 7.5 by 8.6. And my body's your body. Like, bro, like, how do you even react to that? I'd probably just, I don't know. Well, regardless, he said, no time to be nice, only naughty. What is your first move? Roar. Roar. I was like, how about you take me out to dinner first? Or at least give me a name so we could formally meet each other. Jeez, like, you're just so blunt with it. Like, you know, what happened to wine and dine? He said, my name is Tyler, and screw the dinner. My body is the main course tonight. I then said, Tyler, I'm filing a restraining order. And he left the chat. Holy shit. Next conversation. They said hello. I said, hi there. He said, why do you come here? I was like, well, I'm just asking people questions for a project. Mind if I ask you a quick question? I figured if I rather like say project rather than like YouTube video, they'd be more open about it. And it worked. I have a higher success ratio. But nonetheless, they said, I do not mind. Shout out to Kristen for this question. She wanted me to ask, have you ever seen any crazy human experiments or maybe even been a part of one? So they replied and said, human experiments is very common. There is a website dedicated to testing vaccines, quote unquote, on COVID-19 positive humans. So many of these human experiments do not go well and people die or have horrible side effects. Wow. Now, here's the thing. I actually saw one of these websites. I was doing like a surfing the dark web video. I was going to put it in there, but like, it's weird. Like, people are trying to sell fake vaccines on the dark web. Like, I'm not even joking. It's some weird shit. Like, you're going to trust someone on the dark web for that? Like, that being said, I said, wow, that is crazy. I heard there's a lot of fake COVID stuff on here and to be very careful. Then they said, yes, there's also websites where people will skin people and make things out of skin. No joke, wallets, furniture, toilet seat covers, so on. Toilet seat covers. I said, LMAO, imagine getting a toilet seat cover made from someone who hates on you so you can literally shit on your haters. Yeah, I thought that was a good one. I really did. I really thought that was a good one until he said, don't know about you, but I prefer to actually make it in the toilet rather than the seat. So, touche. You got me there. All right, so this next one, really interesting topic and question. Shout out to Joe for this one again. I said hi and they said hi. I said, weird question. Have you ever found love using the dark web? Okay, interesting question, Joe. They said believe it or not. No, believe it or not, yes, I have. You have time of story. And they said, I tell you. And I was like, yeah, I'm here for it. They said, hee hee, okay, I am state man. I think what he's trying to say is I'm a straight man, and I love the woman. I just want to put that there. I was on dating site, and I met woman. We really loved each other and speak for 3 weeks. We really loved each other. We spoke for 3 weeks. All right, then. I fly to her country, to South Dakota, and we meet. When first meet, it was amazing. And then tonight, we go to have sex. This broke my heart because she had penis. This broke my heart so hard. I said, I'm sorry, man. Are you okay? He said, I'm okay, man. We are still together today. I looked past the penis. Which, this just might be, single-handedly, the biggest plot twist in dark web chat history. Wow. And then he said, we're married, my friend. So, I had to say, congratulations, man. I am happy for you. And then he sent some weird-ass face and said, have a good day. So, he left on that note, and, Joe, man, I gotta be careful with questions I use. It's gonna demonetize the hell out of this video. Okay, so this next question is a bit different, and actually by a bit I mean pretty different. Big shout out to Danielle for this question. This one was hard. This one took a couple of hours, but I finally got a decent conversation for this. She wanted me to basically ask around and see if I could get any information about like myself. Floating around on the dark web. If anyone knows anything, anybody knows anybody, anything to do with me, basically. Since, you know, I basically do dark web stuff. So I finally found one after hours and hours of talking to people. I said hi. They said hello. I said, are you familiar with some people on the dark web? Like, do you know groups or organizations on here? He said, I would say so, I guess. I do not have anything better to do, so I sit in chats and forums all day, basically. Anybody in particular you're wondering about? And I was like, this is perfect. I said, no, I was just wondering because I watch a lot of dark web YouTubers. Was wondering what some of these forums thought about him and stuff. And they said, ha 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 ha. Dude, they f***ing hate them. Like Life of Luxury or Luxury Dark, whatever. And I was like, thank God he didn't bring me up immediately. He said, they can't stand them. And I said, haha, they're funny though. What do they think of the dark web mystery box videos? He said, well, you see, that's a different topic. I said, how so? He said, please understand that there are very weird people out there on the internet. Now think about how many weird people there are on the darker parts of the internet. To be honest, I believe a lot of the videos on YouTube are just for fun or entertainment, but people are quick to assume that everything is fabricated in the world. Yes, 1,000,000% yes. Please try to understand the amount of weird people on here. Now imagine if a group of them just focused on one person. Imagine what they can do. These people will sit there and devote their entire lives on messing with a person. It's insane. I can't say too much, but yeah, just think about that. And then why do you ask? So I want to cover his statement really quick. So yes, like seriously, imagine what someone can do if they devote their entire like lifespan of just messing with you. Like just, it's crazy. Now, yeah, just want to put that out there. And I said, I'm just wondering, honestly. I said, it always bothered me. And he just straight up said, all right, well, take care. And then left. I was like, well, all right, nice talking to you too. But that was a good one, Danielle. I really enjoyed that one. But I think that's about it for the main part of the video. I want to say thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for supporting the series, supporting the channel. It means the absolute world to me. Thank you so much for everyone who is a patron and who is on my Discord helping me with these videos. If you would like to join Patreon and Discord and have access to a bunch more, link is right here or down in the description below. Thank you guys for everything. Now, before I head out, I want to say if you guys want to see more videos like these, more surfing the dark web, more chatting with people on the dark web, smash that like button down below. comment in the comment section letting me know that you want more of these videos. A simple like, dislike, or even comment goes a long way for these videos. It helps push out the video more to more people. It shows me that you guys enjoy the series and want to see more, so I can definitely do that for you guys. That being said, thank you guys so much for everything. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Like, subscribe, and peace. See you guys. Bye.